Hi everyone, Aiden here with etrailer. Today, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the WeatherTech No Drill Mud Flaps for your 2022 Ford Maverick. Now it's going to be a set. We've got the front ones installed right here, but if we go to the back of the vehicle, we've also got a set for the rear. So it's going to be full coverage for your vehicle, both sides. Obviously, we've got the passenger side installed right now, and it's going to be the same process on the driver's side. But it's going to give us a nice layer of protection to make sure we're not kicking up rocks and hitting the back of our vehicle. Let's check them out. Now these are going to be a rigid mud flap. You can see knocking on it right now that there's really not any movement here. It's a pretty firm structure. It's custom fit for the Maverick, so it follows the contours of our vehicle all the way up to here even, where we've got a small divot and matching this indentation between the plastic piece and the body panel, moving up to the top. So it's a nice custom fit on both sides, the front and the rear, and it uses factory mounting locations for the install. It's going to be a thermoplastic resin material, keeps it nice and sturdy and UV resistant. It's going to be very similar in color to the black plastic that's already on your Maverick. My truck here is a little bit dirty right now, but if it were cleaned, then this would match quite nicely. So it blends in and you really don't notice them as they're on the vehicle. And like I mentioned before, it comes with the front and the rear, and the installation process for both is going to be very similar. There is some minor differences in what pieces we're going to be removing from the factory hardware on the front and rear, but we'll cover all those differences in the install. So let's check out and see how we did those. We're going to start our installation on the front end of the vehicle in the wheel well here. There's going to be 3 push pin fasteners we need to remove, one at the bottom right here, one in the middle shortly above that, and then up a little bit above this divot, one right there. It's just the first 3 from the bottom. Take a trim panel tool. That's going to be the most helpful for this. Pop the middle part up and then pull it out by the base. And repeat that for the other 3 locations. We can then take the fender liner and pull it back. Now on these 2 metal tabs for the middle and the top mounting holes, we're going to have some clips to install that come in your kit that look just like this. Pop those onto the tabs so that we can thread into them. We can then take the mud flap. RH is going to be passenger side, LH will be driver side. You can see that the back here we've got a bunch of contours. They're going to match up to the wheel well here. Particularly this extrusion here will match up with the indent on the wheel well and the fender liner right here. So it's easy to tell what matches up to what. Put it in place and secure it down. The top 2 locations are going to get new screws provided in your kit. That'll be tightened down with a 6mm socket. So just get those started and threaded in. And then the bottom hole is going to get one of these push pin fasteners, new in your kit. Just pop that in, and then push the center section down to expand and secure it. Now the rear mud flap is going to be much of the same process, a little bit different in the hardware though. The bottom 2 locations are going to be factory screws. Remove those with the exact same socket as before, and then we're going to save those for reinstallation. And then the top mounting location is another one of those push pin fasteners that we'll need to remove. Much like we did on the front, that one top location is going to get one of these clips that lines up over the hole. Put the fender liner back in place. Grab the appropriate mud flap for that side, and then use the new screw provided in your kit for the top hole and those factory screws for the middle and bottom holes. And once that's in place, I always like to shake them, just make sure that none of the mounting locations are loose, checking that I'm getting a good fit all around the shapes of the vehicle. And once I've verified that I am, you can repeat that process on the other side. And that'll complete our look at and installation of the WeatherTech Mud Flaps for your 2022 Ford Maverick. Thanks for watching.